With that, we are going to start our top 5, in which I said we have an overlap. We're going to start this with Dave. Dave's number 5 happens to be also my number 5. So we're doubling down here.
Same spot too.
Yep. With Late Night with the Devil. Dave, your pick. You go first.
Look, for those who don't know, I'm a history buff. I'm as much a history buff as I'm a horror fan. So I love period piece horror, and I love movies that almost make you feel like the movie could have been made in the time that it's set. I think House of the Devil by Ty West does that really, really well. I think The Love Witch does that really, really well. And I think Late Night with the Devil, it captures that like spirit that is like 70s, late night shows. If you're a fan of Carson, if you're a fan of, I know he's a little bit later, but like Letterman and just that whole old school late night. And it's like, why not do something demonic with that? Because we're so used to seeing supernatural and demonic horror in the shadows. And I kind of love how, no, we're going to do it live on television, on the show, front and center. And it almost tricks you, almost the way that Ghostwatch tricked British people in the early 90s, that this could have been something that actually aired on TV, even though we know it's not.
Yeah, dude, great pick. The reason why it's my number 5 too. The first thing I saw when this popped on, I just remembered I only had 4 channels growing up: the NBC, the CBS, and the ABC network, and then you had PBS. PBS was my only kind of what's in rerun. And I felt I was on a PBS talk show, and I just remember all those shows. It felt a little Doctor Who-ish even. I know it's not nothing to do with sci-fi, but
that era.
That 70s era. And I was like, within 2 minutes, I'm like, unless this storyline goes off the rails, this has got my vote. And I followed it right through. And I love how they stuck with kind of traditional effects from that era. They didn't want to use today's technology. They stuck with what was there. And the story had me, I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. It was kind of for a while. It was like, damn, I'm sucked into this movie as well. Alex, your thoughts on this one? Did you see it?
I did see it, and it wasn't in my top 5, but I did enjoy it. I don't have anything bad to say about it. This was in a lot of people's top horror movies of 2024. I thought it was interesting. I liked the whole 70s talk show thing. It kind of also reminded me a little bit of a segment from a VHS movie as well. It had that kind of feel to it, except much longer. Yeah, I liked it. I liked how it took place on Halloween as well. And I loved that the ending was batshit. The ending was crazy.